Okay, fifth graders. Yesterday we worked on writing part of our introduction with writing an NVF and a topic sentence, and specifically an occasion position topic sentence. Today we're going to finish practice writing our introductory paragraph, but we're going to talk about power number option in the topic sentence. And then also we're going to be adding our projected plan, which is our 3 yellows. Remember, an introductory paragraph is only going to be about 3-4 sentences. It'll end up being 4 sentences once we add the hook, but we're not going to be talking about hook yet. Just going to, for today, write your NVF for 1 sentence. Second sentence will be a topic sentence. I'm going to have you try and use a power number sentence today, and I will go over that. And then going to end with our projected plan, which includes our 3 yellows, our supporting details. And remember, we're not going to go into a bunch of detail about our yellows. We're just going to list them, right? So couple of 1, 2, 3 words, right? Remember that jot. Okay. So before we get into a short article I'm going to read to you, I'm just going to remind you about power numbers. So a power number sentence is another option for a topic sentence. We talked about occasion position yesterday, right? And you guys did a great job writing occasion position statements. Power number statements are actually a little bit easier. These are the topic sentences you used when you were younger, like when you were in 3rd grade and 2nd grade. And so power number, again, just refers to a word that represents an amount. So some examples could be many, several, multiple, few, right? So for instance, I could say there are several ways that you can train to be a soccer player. So it's just the topic sentences leading up to the yellows where I'm going to name those things you can do to train to be a great soccer player. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the process. It's going to take a few minutes, so go ahead and watch the rest of this video. Stay here. Oops, my iPad just fell. And I am going to read a short article, and then I'm going to model writing an introductory paragraph with all 3 sentences. So here we go. All right. So this article is called A Good Night by Mike Jones. And one thing to keep in mind, anytime you're reading these articles, don't just read them to get through them. As you're reading, you're always thinking of what's the main idea and what are the supporting details. So as I'm reading this, be thinking of that already, because you need your main idea for your NVF. You need your supporting details for your yellows. So be thinking of that as you go. Those are the most important things to focus on. All right. It happens every night, bedtime. But what if you're not sleepy? Should you still go to bed if you are just going to lie there with your eyes wide open? It's a problem that has been around as long as there have been people trying to sleep. For many, thinking about sleeping only keeps them awake. You might be excited by everything you did that day. You might be excited for what you know you're going to do the day after. Maybe you can't sleep because you don't like sleeping all alone in your room. Maybe you have a nightmare that keeps coming back every time you close your eyes. All of these feelings are normal. One thing that can help is talking to a parent about what you're thinking about. If you're nervous about taking a test or upset about being teased at school, it can really help to tell somebody. Knowing that somebody has heard you can help your thoughts rest so that you can too. There's just not one reason why kids can't fall asleep, though. There are also different solutions. If there's anything near you that makes you feel uncomfortable at night, be sure to ask your parents if they can help you solve the problem. For example, if a picture looks strange in the dark or a leaky faucet's drops are noisy, maybe your parents can help move the picture or fix the leaky faucet. It may not even make sense why something bothers you, but if it's keeping you from sleeping, it should be changed. Another idea could be getting ready for bed earlier than usual. Try to take more time to wind down by taking a warm bath or listening to a bedtime story at least 30 minutes before you want to go to sleep. It also helps to keep your bedtime routine and time the same every night. By keeping it the same, your body will get the message that it's almost time to sleep. Your body will know to start feeling tired. If you don't want to wake up anyone but are still having trouble falling asleep, you can try to close your eyes and notice your breath. Are you breathing deep breaths or are they short and shallow? If you're breathing short breaths, stay focused on your breath and remind yourself that you can control how you breathe. Concentrate on taking deep breaths. It's important not to give up just because one solution didn't work and you're still awake. There are many different solutions you can try. It may be difficult for you to sleep some nights, but you likely also have some restful and good nights. Okay, so again, hopefully you were thinking about the main idea for your NVF and also some yellows. So again, think about where the information is that you can write about. So some people might look at this, the beginning, and say, oh, the article's about people who have trouble falling asleep. But is it really? It's not. They introduce that at the beginning, but really most of the article is about solutions to help you fall asleep. Okay, that's the main idea. So for my NVF, I would start with, and I'm going to have this all typed out so you can see it and you can use it as an example for your work today. I would say in the informative article, A Good Night by Mike Jones, the author explains ways that can help kids fall asleep when they're having trouble. All right, so that's my NVF. Hold on one sec. Let me put that on there. Hold on. There we go. Boink. Magic. All right. So then I get to my topic sentence. All right. And I can use power number or occasion position. Ooh, crazy. Hold on. Power number or occasion position. I wanted to try, and I want you guys to try a power number today. So I said, here's my beginning of my power number. According to Jones, there are several things kids can do if they're having trouble falling asleep. All right. And that topic sentence is going to lead you into your projected plan. Because I've said there are several things kids can do. Now I'm going to tell you what they are. So here's how you do the projected plan. First, I need to pick out what I'm going to write about, my yellows. So I'm going to pick out 3 of the things kids can do if they're having trouble falling asleep, right? So there's, I think, like at least 4 in here, but I'm going to say talking to parents is one thing, right? And they have a couple paragraphs on that, so that's a lot of information. So I definitely want to have that as a yellow. Let's see. I'm going to say I like the idea of maybe getting ready for bed earlier, because not only are there examples here that I can use when I actually, if I had to write a paper, like a warm bath or listening to a bedtime story, I could probably come up with more ideas too of things to do when you get ready for bed early. And then a third thing is, I'm going to do this one because the paragraph's kind of long. Talking about focusing on your breath and just breathing sometimes. So there's 3 ideas, right? So I'm just going to list those ideas in my projected plan, right? So here's my projected plan. It starts right here. All right, and I like to list them first at the beginning of my sentence, but you could do it any way that's comfortable for you. So I put asking parents for help, getting ready for bed earlier, and being aware of your breathing are 3 of the main solutions to the problem of falling asleep, right? And so if you go ahead and read this back over, you'll see I have a good NVF, a good topic sentence, and I use it with a power number statement with the word several. And then I have a projected plan where I list my 3 yellows. So You can use this, you can stop the video at the end, and you can use this as an example for when you read your article now and you write your introductory paragraph.